President Matamela Cyril Ramaphosa is said to be in Port St. John's in the Eastern Cape this afternoon to assess the impact of the recent floods in that part of the country. Apart from displacing residents, the floods have also caused extensive damage to the road network. Residents are now waiting to see whether a disaster will be declared in some of the affected areas. Ronald Masinda is joining us now live to bring us more on what's happening in Port St. John's. Good afternoon, Ronald. Has the president yet arrived?
Not as yet, Brad Dan, and I can tell you that a lot of people are waiting with bated breath for the president's arrival. Some of them have even said that they want to address the president directly with regards to some of the issues that they are faced with regards to service delivery. But a very important conversation I had earlier with the cocktail minister is around the issue of how municipalities must now try to conform to the changing times brought by climate change. And for now, I will be speaking to the Port St. John's Mayor. Mama Kingo, thank you so much for your time. Sorry. Mama Kingo, sorry about that. Okay, is the president still coming?
He is coming. He is on his way. Though because of time, we might have few minutes with him inside. Because what I am interested in is that he moves around and sees exactly what has happened. For example, there's that bridge close to Roman Catholic School where the debris is showing exactly what has happened. So spending a few minutes with him, telling him exactly what happened will be more important for him to see exactly the damage that has taken place.
I stand to be corrected, but the last time we spoke, you spoke about during this financial year, your budget is 36 million rand.
For MIG.
What are you hoping the president to say during his visit?
What we need, Ronnie, which is very important, is for the president to assist us in making sure that other government departments are coming to the party. Coming to the party means that the Department of Transport makes sure that we are assisted with the machinery, because from Ward 1 to Ward 20, roads have been washed away. We do not literally refer to money that should come to the municipality, but what we want is the infrastructure, the total overhaul of the infrastructure of Port St. John's. That means the machinery must come and assist. At the same time, the small town revitalization, which has been started by the Office of the Premier, should be continued. Because the streets of Port St. John's, which have not been done, which are gravel, are the ones that are hardest hit. But those that have been done through that program, at least the damage was not there, which tells you that doing that small town revitalization drainage system taken care of, at least it will minimize some of these things. And at the same time, you assist in making sure that SMMEs are participating there and they are developed. Because we're not focusing on disaster only, we're also focusing on the development of the town in general.
Mama, let's talk about the issues of a lack of service delivery.
Yes.
We've seen ugly protests take place here in the town.
Yes.
Even your own house was torched.
Yes.
Are you fearing that if these demands are not met, will this exacerbate the issue of service delivery?
The reality, Ronnie, is that people have been waiting for quite a long time. 1994 is quite some time. A lot has been done. But the reality, in the rural outskirts, people have been waiting for some of the beautiful things they see elsewhere. As the municipality have done very well. For example, in July, we gave 6 access roads. But those access roads have been washed away. We cannot say we are proud of them now. But what we are saying is that continue with the long-term sustainability of infrastructure. In that, paving should be starting in the rural areas, because to waste money every financial year and do an access road that will be washed away in 3 months' time, it's playing. So that 36 million which we are able to do 4 roads per year, that means if we can start using that to do the paving, it can be sustainable. And then that's why the government departments that the president is in control of can participate in making sure that we do sustainable infrastructure instead of the compliance element.
The cocktail minister also spoke about some businesses that were affected during the floods.
Yes.
This is known as a tourism destination.
Yes.
Do you fear that the recent floods will affect tourists from coming here and also those who are benefiting the economy of Port St. John's?
Yeah, yes, it will affect it if there's nothing that's happening. For example, the road in Ferry Point, Agate Terrace, which has been done by the Office of the Premier, there have been those landslides. That's another area where we have beautiful beaches, because in Port St. John's we have 10 beautiful beaches which are attracting tourists. So if these things are not corrected in good time, it's going to deter us. For example, in Port St. John's, we have a challenge of network. The network is also infrastructure, because you can't be somebody who is here and unable to connect with your relatives as a tourist and also as a business person. So we have a challenge of network, we have a challenge of electricity and water. All those things connect with each other and they affect our tourism element and also agriculture element, because Port St. John's is known for its beauty and weather that can produce a lot of things. So a lot of things, because as the municipality, we are focusing on 4 pillars: infrastructure and LED, agriculture and tourism. So those 4 things need sustainable infrastructure.
Thank you so much for your time. Well, there's a plenty of movement around me, Praten, so I hope that this is a sign that the president will be arriving soon. We do apologize, of course, earlier for trying to stop a few people from jumping into our shot, but that's the word from the Port St. John's mayor.
Okay, now thank you very much, Ronald. We'll touch base with you later. And hopefully, as the Mamcingo was saying there, the president will have time to look at some of the damage to the infrastructure of Port St. John's. Ronald Masinda there in Port St. John's, still waiting for the arrival any moment now of President Matamela Cyril Ramaphosa, who's going there to assess the damage from the recent floods.